we were contacted to provide comment about how we deal with offering the rat tests for sale through our website, and we sent a response that was publicly put out on our Facebook page. I'm sure all of you who like and follow us would have seen that. And then in typical form, a few days later, the hit piece came out. Now, what is very clear is that there is an agenda from the NTNews to discredit us. They want to paint us to the general community as being extremists, whereas in reality we are normal everyday people from all walks of life, vaccinated, unvaccinated, a mix of everything, 1, 2, 3 jabs, it really doesn't matter. We are here to act in the best interest of our members, which is to help them run their businesses and give them support and advice and legal action against the mandates and other business issues. We were the first to bring up the use of rats here in the Northern Territory amongst the general business population. We did this a few days after they were approved by the Therapeutic Goods Administration. Our approach was one of risk management, and it was something that we discussed at the committee level to say, well, the reality is that people, whether they're vaccinated or unvaccinated, are still catching COVID and they're still spreading COVID. So how can we as business owners better control the risk of COVID spread in our businesses? And the only way to be sure if there is COVID in your business is to test people. And so the advent of the rats and their approval here in Australia gave us that ability, and we made an arrangement with a local supplier, a wholesaler, who came and presented and did some training here as well on how to administer the tests within your business. And the agreement was that a portion of tests would be available from the stock for us to offer for sale to our members and anyone in the general public who wanted to purchase from us. The pricing was all based on their recommended retail price and based on a sliding scale based on the volume of purchase. So that was all well and good in December when we first offered them up for sale. And to be fair, there were very few sales at that point in time. Once Omicron hit the community, people suddenly realised, the only way I know if I have COVID isn't if I'm vaccinated, it's to actually test myself. And so rats went out the window very quickly in terms of stock availability. So the stock that we had put aside for us by the supplier for the benefit of our membership was taken over by, who else? The NT government. And rightly so, because if they're testing people who are presenting to hospital and other at-risk, high-risk situations, then they needed to get their hands on all the stock that's available. So a number of you who placed orders would have seen that there were delays in actually us being able to deliver the stock. And the reason for that, and it is continuing to this day, is that the NT government is taking over the bulk of all stock that comes into the Northern Territory. The stock coming into the country is limited, and because we are a small jurisdiction, we only see a small proportion of that come to us, and that is heavily rationed in favour of the NT government and the medical services, and like I said before, rightly so. So we apologise if you placed an order through our website and there was a delay in receiving your order. That was purely down to the situation of the fact that the NT government had all the tests available for their own use. So to Jason Walls and the NTNews and the other fellow who was interviewed and made comments about the ethical dilemma that we face, there's no ethical dilemma here, there's no ethical dilemma there, and there's no ethical dilemma for all of our membership. So thank you NTNews for showing your true colours and great journalism.